Honestly, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed by everything that just happened this weekend. Personally, I stretched. Like, I remember most of November I was sick. I think when Beige and Boston, actually at the convention where we met, and then she was like, she persisted. Like, there's something I need to tell you. Like, there's this event that we have coming up. I want you there. I just love your energy. And it's the same. Like, the first time I saw them on stage, I was like, man, I just love this couple. There was just something about their energy. And it's like, Boston cannot speak without a Beige. And he always says, there's no Boston without a Beige, or there's no Beige without a Boston, right? I was just like, man, that's what I'm talking about. I just like their couple goals, the vibe that you guys generate. And so I always, Naya and I, like we're always talking about them. Like, if anything, that's the kind of couple that you want. Nobody knows what's happening behind the doors, but at least what we see, and how you guys communicate. I think there's some things that it just becomes transparent and it comes through. When you're authentic, you feel it. Yes. And so she said that, and I was going through all these things, and I was like stretching. I was so conflicted. I literally texted and said, I don't think I can make it. And then Boston was like, you know what? Call me. Like, I'm coming out of a meeting, call me. And I'm like, I just said I can't make it, right? Because I was like, how do I even write this message that I can't make it? Like, it was the hardest text message that I was going to write. And he just said, like, I'm waiting for the call. Like he didn't hear anything I just wrote. And so I picked up the call. And then we started talking. It was like, let's make this happen. And then at some point I remember, like, every time you're going through so many obstacles just to get somewhere, I was like, even the flight journey, everything was just, and then somebody was like, you're at the airport, like there's every sign that you shouldn't be at that event. And I was like, why are you telling me this when I'm at the airport? Like, this is the voice of negativity. I said, I can't be on my way to fly. And then your sister telling me, like, you shouldn't be there. And I was like, you know what? On the contrary, when you're going through so much, that means there's something waiting for me there. Yeah. And that's how sometimes, the enemy will try to interject or try to get in the way. And I'm so thankful that stretch happened and that Boston insisted. And he insisted because of what Beige said. Like, Beige said, I want your energy in the room, and I was like, man, how can people like just believe so much? For the littlest interaction that we've had, they were able to just believe in me because, what else is a connection, right? And I was just like, I took faith. And I came here, and I'm so thankful. You guys have imparted so much in everybody. I think we're all living so full. Yes. My heart is, I'm overjoyed. I'm taking this message far and wide, right? This growth on business, I think, this was truly a retreat. It wasn't just a business conference. And it's the lives that you touch. Sometimes you don't have to do too much. It's the littlest things, But that phone call, when you said, let's just make it happen. And
oh my God.
I think we all have similar stories.
Diane.
It's amazing. And the group, just seeing the vast.
Thank you for just believing in me. Because, honestly, sometimes you see people from a distance and people will say things, but until you back the things that you say with the action, it's just words. And then until you back it up, then the realness of who you are is seen. Right? So for me, like, you have not only defended everything that you share, your belief, but you act it out. So you're not just all talk. Your talk and action. And all the testimonials that I've witnessed, from people, I'm sure, based on everything I heard, like when I got you, I was like, did you see other people that we know? I was like, no. Like, I'm the only one. So now I was like asking myself, why they pick me? Like, why they pick me? I did not recognize any face. I knew nobody, coming here. So I had to ask myself, like, I mean, this is like Dr. Joe's organization is like how many hundreds and thousands of people. Like, why did you guys single me? So I'm like, there is something that's supposed to come out of this. I don't know what it is yet, but I don't take this for granted. And my only prayer is that, we see it manifest sooner than later, and I guess the biggest prayer is that we don't disappoint, that we all deliver, that your efforts do not go in vain. Because when you sow so many seeds into people's lives, the greatest joy comes from when you see them produce and duplicate. So if we leave from here and you don't see the manifestations of what transpired, you will feel drained and disappointed. So the reward that we can do for you guys is to then deliver. So that you can now say, this is my fruit. Because I know you from your seeds. My children know me from the fruits. They hear my voice and they know me, right? So when we go out now and do those things, then we can say, it's because of that retreat. So the next one should be greater and better. And we're termed here as the first seed.
Yes.
The first ones. And if we're the first one, and when you talked about generation, this should be the beginning of that first generation. This is that generation that comes and has taken the message and is taking that healing, and we should see the next one greater, right? We should pass it down. So we're looking forward to a greater Punta Cana.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I want to add something.
I'm ready.
And what I want to add is a question to y'all. How are y'all able to, accumulate, such a great, characteristics of personalities all in one room? Usually whenever I go anywhere, I'm like shy. I'm in the corner. I don't want nobody to see me. I don't want to talk. But I feel so comfortable around everybody that's here. And it's because of, the personalities that y'all picked. Everybody here that I didn't talk to is like, I was reached out to.
Right.
It's bigger than just like, hey, this is a thing you just sign up for, just come, and it's just anybody. But everybody that's here is like, I personally reached out to you, and I want you to be here specifically. And I'm pretty sure it was other people that could have signed up. They didn't make it. They didn't make it for a reason. They didn't make it because y'all didn't reach out. Possibly didn't reach out to that specific individual because you probably knew their personality. The fact that y'all picked out this certain group, this group right here is something special. It's something special because I don't feel comfortable around a lot of people. And I feel so like, whenever I went up and, hey, come say your name, come say, where you from, blah, usually I'll fold. Seriously, I'll fold. But I just got up there and it felt like I was speaking to my family. It felt like I was just speaking to like people that I know. Right. And the fact that y'all can pick out that personality of people shows a lot about who y'all are. And I want to applaud y'all for that.
Protective over, our space and our energy, especially when we have, our daughter in a room.
Definitely.
So if we felt like anybody wasn't a right fit after they even came here, it would have been like a different conversation.
Right.
But it's like, I don't know, I just feel energy. I feel energy, and I saw something in you. I saw something in Tina. Even though I don't know much about y'all,
Yes.
So, and I remembered y'all. So the next time, I didn't even remember your names, but the next time I saw you, I immediately ran over to you.
Call your friend.
I immediately ran over to you. I was like, you have to be here. And both of you guys were actually the two first people that I told, about it. So you asked how long we were planning it. Like after I talked to you and on the spot, you guys were like, I'm there. I just planned it.
So with that being said, the word of mouth is like the biggest, advertisement, and I used to do parties at a specific time after I was doing parties, and it got to the point to where the party that I was doing was exclusive only, and you got to be invited, you got to be on the list. So y'all make sure y'all go and y'all, pick out the special individuals, that could bring, value to this group right here. And let's do this again. I'm excited about 2022 because this can only grow.
I'm ready.
It can only grow.
I know somebody in my inbox asking me when is the next one.
All right.
Okay.
They were like, why you didn't tell me to come?
All right.
I've been posting it.
Yeah. Right.
You want to wait till I post the visuals?
That's what most of them do. They wait.
Yeah.
They wait.
I got that
So
today
they
too.
were asking when is the next one?
December 1st.
Right.
She was upstairs when we
They told me
announced
they
it.
marking their calendar.